go. So for our jellyfish sculpture, which is going to look like this, you have the head of the jellyfish, and then you will have the tentacles. I will also put a picture up because it's quite hard to show you on here. So what you are going to need is you're going to need yourself a plastic bag, and you are going to need some newspaper. So I would open the plastic bag. Let's get on without the sticker on. Okay, so you're going to open the plastic bag up wide there, and you are going to scrunch pieces of newspaper up. So they don't need to be in tiny little balls. So I'm going to pop those in there until I'm happy that it's completely filled out. So this is going to be the head of your jellyfish. If we don't put enough in there, it's not going to look like the head of the jellyfish. As you can see, I'm kind of padding it out. I'm not necessarily making my newspaper really, really tiny. But I'm padding it out so it will make that sort of shape. Okay, that looks good. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to bring the handles of the bag, and I'm going to take all of the air out. And I'm going to see what it's going to look like. So maybe I'll put maybe 1 or 2 more in there. To kind of fill up the areas around the outside. So it appears circular, like a jellyfish, rather than... Okie dokie. There we go. So I'm going to pop that in there for that bit there. And then I'm going to push it down to get the air out. Okay, I'm more happy with that this time. So what I'm going to do is get the handles of the bag, and I'm then going to tie them into a knot, taking all of the air out of the bag, like so. And you can see that this top bit here isn't really making it look like a jellyfish too much. So what I may do is then pull those parts together, as you can see there, and then I'm going to staple them so they stay together, which is quite tricky to staple them together, but we will do it. You ask the teacher to do it for you, because it is going to be quite tricky. There we go. So once that is done, you should have a head that looks something like this. What you are then going to do with your handles is you're going to cut them apart, because you don't want loops, you want them to look like little tentacles, so we can add the other tentacle. So I'm just going to cut them into little strips. Again, I'm not being too particular about it, but I want them in little strips, like so. Cut that out. And there you have it. You have the head of your jellyfish ready to go. I have done another one with a Bag for Life bag, and this is a little bit different because the handles are a lot bigger. So what I want you to do is cut off the red handles, because they don't appear like the handles on here. And then you're just going to have to cut the bags up into little strips like I've done here, to then act as the smaller tentacles. Okay, so if you want to, it's probably better if you use one of these carrier bags, but if you want to use a Bag for Life, you can. And again, jellyfish come in all shapes and sizes and colours, so it doesn't really matter what colour the bag is.